Hi friends, how are you? I have another book here for you. It's called The Littlest Christmas Tree. I hope you enjoy it. It's really good. It was December 20th, only 5 days until Christmas, and the littlest tree was at the Christmas tree stand on the main street of town. There were all different kinds of evergreen trees at the stand, spruce, firs, and pines. The trees were all different sizes and shapes, tall, thin, fat, and short, but the littlest tree was certainly the smallest. Can you see it there? The littlest tree had a big wish. I wish that someone would take me home this Christmas and make me beautiful with decorations, and then everyone would gather around me to sing my favorite Christmas carol. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. I can't wait to be a Christmas tree. On that beautiful winter day when the sky was bright blue and there wasn't a cloud to be seen, Gabriel and Simone came to the Christmas tree stand with their mom and dad. Oh, I want this one, cried Gabriel, running right up to the biggest fir tree. Simone said, "Twee!" "See," said Gabriel, "Simone wants this one too." "Oh, no," said Mom, "this one is too tall. We would need to put a hole in our ceiling for this one to fit." When the littlest tree heard this, he thought, maybe they will want me to be their Christmas tree. If the fir tree is too big, I could easily fit into their house. But the family looked at all the other trees without even glancing at the littlest tree. They studied and measured each one until they found the perfect tree. Aww. Early the next morning, when there was still some frost on the trees, an old man and woman walked by the stand. The littlest tree stood up as tall as he could, shook out his needles, and tried to look its very best. As they looked at the littlest tree, the old man said, "This one is small enough for us to carry home by ourselves." "Isn't it sweet?" said the old woman. But just then they noticed the biggest tree standing up tall and said, "What a beautiful tree. This tree must be older than you and me combined." And they asked the man at the stand to carry it to their house. How disappointing for the little tree. The next day was freezing cold, and all the tree branches were blowing in the wind. Twin brothers came to the stand with their grandma and grandpa. "Let's pick a tree quickly. It's freezing," said Grandpa. "Then we can go and have some hot cocoa and warm up." And they chose a tall, skinny tree and ran shivering to their car with it and drove away. Will the littlest tree find a family? Will it get to have its wish? All the next day, people came to the stand to find their perfect Christmas trees. Many people looked at the littlest tree and said that it was so cute, but no one took it home. Finally, Christmas Eve arrived, and the littlest tree thought, "Oh dear, tomorrow is Christmas, and I so want to be a Christmas tree. If no one chooses me today, then my wish will never come true." The littlest Christmas tree opened its branches as wide as possible and tried hard to be seen. Very few people came to the stand that day. Most people were home baking cookies, wrapping presents, and decorating their trees. The littlest tree tried to sing to cheer itself up. "On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree." I'm not a pear tree, and I'm not a Christmas tree yet either. There were hardly any trees left, and the sky was getting dark quickly. Soon the streetlights came on. A few snowflakes began to fall and started to stick to the littlest tree's branches. The littlest tree felt quite beautiful with the snowflakes decorating it. A little icicle formed from one of its branches as the littlest tree began to cry. It felt lonely. Aww. I felt sorry for the little tree. How do you feel? The man was getting ready to close up his stand for the night. He wanted to get home to celebrate Christmas Eve with his family. He still had a lot of presents to wrap. As he was leaving, he glanced at the littlest tree. He picked it up and put it under his arm. Where is he taking me? The littlest tree wondered. They walked for what seemed like forever and then suddenly stopped. The man carried the littlest tree inside where it was warm and smelled of yummy things. The littlest tree looked around and thought, oh, this must be home. A little boy and woman ran up to the man and kissed him. Merry Christmas, they cried, and the man handed the littlest tree to the boy. I thought this was the perfect tree for you, Nathan. You can put it in your room and have your very own Christmas tree. Nathan took the littlest tree into his bedroom and found the perfect place for it to stand. The littlest tree stood up as tall as it could. Nathan's mom and dad cooked popcorn and helped Nathan string the popcorn with cranberries to make the garland. They cut out snowflakes and stars from white paper, and they made a big star from silver foil for the topmost branch. Isn't that sweet? They strung tiny twinkling lights on the littlest tree, and Nathan decorated it with everything that he had made. He even put presents under the tree. The littlest tree was so excited it felt 10 feet tall. Oh, what a perfect Christmas tree, said Nathan. They all gathered around the littlest Christmas tree and sang, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. I am now a Christmas tree, thought the littlest tree, and it was the loveliest and happiest Christmas tree in the whole world that Christmas, when all its wishes came true. The end. Oh, give me a private heart if you liked that book. Do you know how to do private hearts? Yes. Have a great Christmas and keep reading.